Oh, a special hello to everybody from Flag Australia, to Peter Manuel for putting this event on, to everybody that's attended, and to all those that have come along to speak and put their position forward. It's a very important thing, that democracy, and one of the big problems we have in this country is that democracy has been undermined by what they call a two-party system, where those that write the electoral laws have the most to gain from structural biases. But anyway, on that note, it's very important that the people of Australia are given what they need to ensure that democracy is upheld, and to do that, the people that are chosen to represent us in Parliament must be chosen by the free will of an informed electorate. And as we well know, becoming informed about who's actually running and what they stand for is probably the hardest thing to do in Australia. And once again, I'm put my hat down to Flag Australia for doing that each year, and it's sad that I can't be there, and so to be recording this like a selfie, I apologise for that. I've never done that before. When it comes to voting, it's very important that we do try and vote for change, that we vote for people that we think will best represent our interests. And one of the things we'll see here, we see with Flag, and we'll see with a lot of the forums, is that the major parties won't attend. On social networking, we don't see them anywhere. The reason for that simply is that they dare not speak from the heart, because they know that may cross some sort of party policy. And what that creates is an image that the political parties, the major parties are, and their candidates are actually elected to represent those political parties, and the people that determine what those political parties do in terms of political change and legislative change are people we don't necessarily vote for, which is not democratic at all. I think the big problem is, and what's different about us as independents and minor parties, is that our only job is to represent the electorate that we hope to be voted in by. The other important thing is that I think, for me, the word protectionism, I mean, we used to live in a country where the politicians were elected to protect our best interests, to protect the best interests of our nation, our food, our farming, our rights, our liberties, protect our children, make sure we have a safe community, and we don't have those things, and we see them deteriorating and being taken from us. So I think protectionism is the word that I would use to describe who I am. I have a strong interest in protecting our farmers. I run markets for the farmers, as many know. I get off my arse and try and make a difference during disasters, and try and lead by example, so that if people do vote for me and they're going to entrust me with something as important as their vote, they do that because they know that I'll do the right thing for them if I was elected, and they have an idea of who I am as a person. And so this forum tonight is fantastic, because that's what it's all about, and I would so love to be there to answer questions. I've been in the political arena for nearly 20 years. I was actually still handsome and young when I entered the political arena, and you can see what it's done to me. And on that note, I really care for the community, and I think that most of the independents and minor parties that have been around a long time really feel they can make a difference. And we shouldn't fear change. We shouldn't fear embracing some change in this country. When this country was great, and the leaders that built this country to be the fine nation it once was, they were people that represented the people, and that's what we need back into politics. We need independents and minor players and people that care, and I stand for a lot of things, but I think most people know what they are. I support our farmers and production. I'm in the court soon fighting for the existence of farmers markets. I fight for free speech, which I'm in the courts again soon. And I think that we need to all, as a community, stand up. And one of the things we must do is stop blaming the politicians and take a lot of that blame on our own shoulders. We're a good people, Australians. And if we start buying Australian produce, then they won't be importing any. If we start supporting primary production, and we start our industries, start protecting them, we can do that ourselves. So let's, as a community, get together, make sure that when we have this opportunity to vote, we use it wisely, and until such time as we can get change, let's be the change we'd like to see in this world. So thank you once again for everybody coming. I'd love to be there to answer questions. I've never missed a Flag event, and I'm very apologise for being out of the country, but I had to help some children. I made a promise. So I'm over in Indonesia, and I'll be back tomorrow, and I missed, unfortunately, that one day. So thank you for allowing this video to go up, and I wish you all the very best to the rest of the candidates there. And if the rest of the people that are watching in the audience could at least do me one favour, spread the word to vote with your heart and make sure that you try and bring change, because we so need it in this country. Thank you.